How do you place your confirmation entry? Now, this is a lot of questions that many newbies do not know how to answer. They don't know how to get their confirmation entry. They don't even know what is a confirmation entry. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what a confirmation entry is and how you can choose to confirm your entry on each trade you are going to be taking. We are Bevgrass and we are dedicated in helping young people learn and master forex trading. Let's get started. Now, when we talk about confirmation entry, we are looking into some key details of what that particular price action is going to give, the structural formation of what that particular time frame is going to give. Okay, so as usual, we get our directional bias and our POI zones from the higher time frame. So let's just pick a higher time frame. Now, what I'm going to be doing here is to use what price has done before to explain how to get your confirmation entries. Okay, and this works in any pair that supports supply and demand strategies, probably SMC strategy. Okay, so now let's use this particular price action on gold, where price reacted on this particular order block here and rejected immediately. Now, for you to know that price has fully changed the reversal, that is, price is not going to continue coming down, because as you can see from this particular candle, price rejected on this day but still fell. So how do you know that price is not going to continue to fall? That's the question. And what we want to do is that we want to, on this type of confirmation entry, we want to check our confirmation from a step down time frame. What I mean a step down time frame is a step down lower than the higher time frame you're in. So for instance, if you are using 1 week, a step down time frame for 1 week would be 1 day. If you're using 4 hours, a step down time frame for 4 hours would be 1 hour, right? If you're using 1 hour, it could be 30 minutes, 15 minutes, just like that. So what we want to see, we want to go to a step down time frame to look for a confirmation entry. On this particular type of confirmation entry, we don't want to be going too far, because where we are looking at is a very the time frame we are looking at is a high time frame, so we don't want to go too low. Okay, so that is the first step that we want to do. Okay, so after price rejected, we want to see price create a high. That means on this particular, to confirm this particular trend on the 1 day time frame. With this, what we want to do is that we are going to head down to the 4 hours time frame, as we said, our step down time frame. And now what we want to see is that price creates a certain high and breaks it. That's what we want to see. So price, this was the reaction, this was the high that price created. Now we see that price was trying to what? We see here now that price was trying to take out this high, right? Because when price created this higher high, it tried to move down to take out this lower low, right? But it didn't. It stopped here and then broke this high. So those are the two things we want to see. Okay, the first thing we want to see here is what? The first thing we want to see here is what? We want to see price create a starting high and breaks it. The second thing we want to see here is two things. We want to see that price did a failure to swing and breaks it. Now let me do that again. So price rejected from here and creates a certain high. Remember, there was no visible high here for price. If there was no high, that means price would have been targeting this high. But what the price did, price created this high, right? It created this. That means this high needs to be broken. Now, this high has not been broken, but price did a failure to swing. Failure to swing meaning that price has refused to what? Take out this low. So we had this failure to swing, confirming that price wants to change the direction. Now this failure to swing was able to what? Break what? This high, right? So we have this high was broken, leading to what? A break of structure. And we know that a break of structure means that price is this now leads to a change of character. Okay, so but I don't want to use those terms, change of character and break of structure. Let us just stay on the fact that price broke a high. This high is an important high because number one, what makes it important is that this guy here failed to swing below this guy. Now let me give a clear example. As you can see, we have this, right, and we have this high, but what happened? Price came and took out this lower low, right, positioning us that we are still on a downtrend. But on this particular situation, we had price coming down, creating a high, but has refused to take out this lower low. Instead, it stopped here and now went back to take out this high. So when you see this particular type of situation, it could even be closer to, it could even look like this. But the two keys we want to see is number one, we want to see a failure to swing, and number two, that the failure to swing high has been what? Taken. Now the third thing, this way now leads us to where we can now take our trades. That third thing is important. We want to look for the order block that broke that high. The order block that broke that high is a very strong order block, and that order block must have the criteria of what that valid order block is. Okay, so this was the order block here that broke that high. Okay, if you want to watch, if you don't know what a valid order block is, I'm going to be dropping a link description on this video to direct you to where you can watch it. But for now, let's stay on the course. So this was the order block that broke this high, and this particular order block has that's criteria. And so as you can see, this now led us towards from here towards an uptrend, a very 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 clear uptrend. So sometimes it doesn't mean that you can trade the uptrend from the 1 day time frame, just like this. Okay, it doesn't mean that maybe probably you can start from here and then maybe probably you can start from here and trade it to this particular point. It just means that it gives you a direction that right now gold is on an uptrend like that. Okay, that means you've confirmed that you're on uptrend. You could be a swing trader, it could be a day trader. Is a very very important confirmation for any type of trader you are. So it means that price at that particular time we are going to be on the bullish on the 1 hour time frame, right? That is what it means. So as you can see, we started having series of higher highs and higher lows, confirming the uptrend. So that is one confirmation. I'm going to do another one so that you can see. We can even also go to the lower time frame. So the recent price action of today, we have let's go to the 4 hours time frame so that we can see. So we can see what is happening. So we're seeing that on the 4 hours time frame, we have a clear reaction here, right? So right now we see that we had the same confirmation which I just explained, where the higher time frame stopped being bearish, created a high, did a failure to swing and broke that high. Now we were now interested in the order block that broke the high, and then that is why we saw this push up here. Okay, so but now price has gotten to this place, and since we had a confirmation entry here, we want to be sure if price is continuing in what a downtrend, right? So we see that price stops here. What we want to do, so what are we going to do? We now go back to what a lower time frame. So the best confirmation entry you can find for using 4 hours is what 15 minutes time frame. So let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. So we are in the 15 minutes time frame. So this was the overall from the 4 hours, the reaction that price did from the 4 hours. Clearly that was the reaction. Now how do we confirm this? The same thing we want to see. So we have this price creating, so we have this price created a high, as you can see, went up, and then we had something like this. Yes, let me just take this move like this. Okay, so what is the valid order block that was responsible? Because this now is a break. Like I said, I don't want to use change of character or break of structure. I want to use the fact that price broke a structure, right? Price broke a high or a low. So price broke this higher high. So what order block is now responsible for that break? So it was this order block that has all the features of a valid order block. As you can see, I mapped it. And then what did we see? We saw this tapping. Let me map it very well so that you can see. Yeah, so we had this tapping, and then price rejected, and all the way price sold throughout today from here. Okay, from here downwards. So we have different types of confirmation and different forms on which people confirm their entry, but this is one of the most simplest that works every single time. When you see it on the chart, you don't need price did this, price you have to wait for this, you have to wait for this. This is very clear. All you just need to do is that that an order block breaks a certain structure. Okay, once price breaks a certain structure, that order block responsible for breaking that structure is where price is going to go back to react. So it's as simple as that. I hope you got value from this video. If you love this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one.